And whoo boy. Alright, here we go. So I'm going through a lot of the different category teams after the same name update, sort of, discussing how they might look, perhaps how the same name update might impact them, how the categories themselves could actually improve as time would go on. Today we're looking at the infamous rapid growth category. This, when this dropped, this was like, it was disrespectful, I felt like. I don't know what they were thinking with this category. Literally, Rose Goku Black is talking to Blue Vegeta in the future Trunks arc, and Goresh tells me that the exact, phrase of the category, that right there, Goku Black actually says that to Vegeta, describes Vegeta as doing that, and that Vegeta is not on the category team. The amount of, because, it's so vague, rapid growth. But it's you go through the characters that are on it, and some of them you can get, right? It makes sense why Kefla is on here, right? Why, the Kale and Caulifla characters are on here, for sure. Ultimate Gohan, I would say, makes a lot of sense from the Buu saga, as well as, the Gotenks characters. But, where are Goten and Trunks? Right? So it's the rapid growth during the Buu saga, it was only Gotenks. It wasn't Goten and Trunks didn't rapidly get a lot stronger, even though they were stated to, right? So are we to believe that, right? Hit, obviously, he just it's almost just a plot device. He's yeah, I'm just deciding to get strong. I'm just stronger. Whatever. I'm just stronger now. Some of them make sense. But, there's so many characters. Where's UI Goku? I think all UI Goku should be on here. Again, stated that, the gods of destruction struggle with Ultra Instinct after, millions of years of training. And then Goku masters it in 40 minutes. And then even if you want to say, oh, he doesn't master it in the Tournament of Power, he masters it in the very next arc anyway. Well, in the manga. Well, I guess technically the Broly movie is kind of the next arc. So 2 arcs later, he actually flat out masters it anyway. Still, I would say, comparatively, I don't know, a couple of weeks after the Tournament of Power, Goku has it mastered or whatever. Well, no, because he does go into let me not go into spoilers for people out there, but, well, yeah, okay, so, yeah. Anyway, Goku masters Ultra Instinct in far less time than the gods, who spend millions of years trying to do that, right? Obviously. There's just many characters that really should be on this category that are not, right? Characters who, almost instantaneously sort of improve their skills. It's the whole, nature of Dragon Ball in general. How about Vegeta on Planet Namek? When Vegeta arrives, he's what is his power level? 30,000 or something like that? He's in that, he loses to Zarbon. And then, he's fighting Final Form Frieza. Final Form Frieza is 1,000 times stronger than Zarbon or something. A billions of times stronger, right? Do Namek Saga Vegeta's not... What about Goku? Right, it's too vague. And there's not, an actual, obvious thing you can point out, oh, this is characters that do this thing. It's just very, very vague, right? What the actual category itself is. So, we can look at sort of what possibilities do we have for the future, right? How will this category get stronger? Wow, dude, okay, even Dokkan Fest Trunks and Goten aren't on here. It's so stupid. They should be on here. Yeah, it's nonsense. Gohan from the Cell, well, specifically, so Gohan from the Cell games is on here, but it's the Super Saiyan 1 Gohan that is specifically on here, right? That Armor Gohan is on there. Because, notice none of the other Super Saiyan 2 Gohans are actually on the category. So, if we just get, a standalone Super Saiyan 2, that's not really going to matter. It would have to be, a Super Saiyan 1 Gohan from, either when he's in the Time Chamber or leaves it. So that kind of hurts us. We have a Super Saiyan Trunks and Goten Dokkan Fest. So it's Trunks and Goten aren't really on here. It's just the fact that they do Gotenks, right? Now, I will say, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks has a summonable LR or an LR at some point does seem likely to me. That would be, that's going to be great because Gotenks is on a lot of category teams. So a summonable LR of him would be very valuable for sure. Kale and Caulifla, I mean, we could get more Kale and Caulifla cards, like Super Saiyan Kale, Super Saiyan Caulifla, who they don't have standalone versions of them, right? You do have the TUR Kale and Caulifla right here, where they're Super Saiyan 1, but there's no other Super Saiyan 1 version of those characters on here. Kale, by the way, Berserk Kale, obviously should be on here, but is not. Berserk Kale is not actually on this category, which again is stupid. Now, Kefla. Kefla is another character. I think both Kefla right here, yeah, her Super Saiyan 2 sticker does look very good, huh? That looks quite good. But Super Saiyan 2 Kefla and Hit are both characters who I think are up for summonable LRs as well. I think the 6-year anniversary would have been a good landing spot. If it was actually just Tournament of Power for the 6-year anniversary, that would have been a good landing spot for Kefla and Hit as summonable LRs. But the thing about the 6-year anniversary is it was, you know, the Universe 7 was the theme, not really so much, well, like, their bonds, not, you know, like, the actual Tournament of Power itself, right? But, like, you know, Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Kefla, Hit, all due for summonable LRs. Now, Broly from the Broly movie is another, like, disgraceful, disrespectful, like, Broly arrives on Earth, and, like, he literally doesn't know what Super Saiyan is. And then, like, he he goes into, like, multiple different Super Saiyan forms during the fight with Goku and Vegeta. It's absolutely criminal that Dragon Ball Super Broly, besides just the Wrathful Broly, is not on here. Now, I would say there's a very good chance we could get, like, a base form Broly that's potentially an LR that maybe transforms into Wrath Broly, or perhaps we just get a Wrath Broly LR, right? Like, or something like that. Like, that's definitely, I think, a good opportunity for, like, a powerful, like LR for this team. Kid Goku, for sure, could get, like, a really strong character. But then after that, it's just like Super Trunks. I mean, these two Super Trunks cards are due up for a sub EZA pretty soon. Perhaps they could be pretty good for the team. You know, like, again, Gotenks. I mean, we definitely, there's not really, like, a great Super Saiyan Gotenks. Like, these two are, I'd say they're okay. But, like, we could use, like, a top tier Super Saiyan Gotenks character. And, like, see, like, that's it. Like, you have all the Time Chamber characters, right? So, like, if they gave us... Well, actually, wait a minute. No. Oh, yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, all of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber characters are on there. From the Cell Saga, at least, right? Like, Goku and Vegeta use it in, like, the Universe 6 arc, and they don't, like, have any representation of those characters in here. I guess Super Vegeta is on this. So, like, an LR Final Flash Super Vegeta, I do think is a character that definitely could happen. And I definitely think it will happen as well. I'm telling y'all, this guy's not as popular in Japan as he is in, like, you know, everyone is freaking out, like, oh, Kakarot, like, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the game sucks because the Final Flash scene is not in there, right? Like, whereas in Japan, like, they don't give a shit about Final Flash Vegeta. Like, I feel like Kid Buu and Final Flash Super Vegeta are the two characters that, like, over, like, in the West, United States, or, like, globally, like, those characters are cared about way more than they are in Japan, right? For sure. I would say that with certainty, right? But, I mean, at the same time, I do think he would get an LR. I do think it would sell well, too, right? Like, even on JP Dokkan, like, a Final Flash Super Vegeta would definitely sell well. So, there are some characters here that certainly could be a buff to the team. We will see, right? I mean, it's crazy how little Gokus are. Like, how little Gokus are on here. It's just absurd. Maybe we could get a Tournament of Power Ultimate Gohan, right? Like, now that the same name update has happened, like, just giving us, like, a standalone Tournament of Power Ultimate Gohan would make a lot of sense. All the Kabes are on here, right? Super... Oh, that's so stupid. What? So SCR Kabe, right? Like, he's either from the Tournament of Power or the Universe 6 or 7 tournament. In the Tournament of Power, he literally goes Super Saiyan 2 for the first time, and Vegeta has that monologue describing how fast they're all growing, and, like, you know, it specifically shows Kabe going Super Saiyan 2. Look at Kabe going Super Saiyan for the first time against Vegeta in the Universe 6 tournament. So it's so stupid, because, like, that 50% support Kabe is, like, so big for Kefla, who's the leader of the team, right? And, like, right now, Kefla is actually the only character in the game that has a rapid growth leader skill. There is no other characters that have this leader skill, right? It's only 150% across the board, too. Why? Like, dude, this should be a 170% lead team. I don't know. Let's go ahead and hop in. Obviously, though, this category could have been done a lot better. This is a category that might remain fodder for a while. It certainly could be better than it did end up, but I don't know. We'll see how things are going to look here. All right, so now we're here in an event with the Rapid Growth team. I mean, the team is okay, right? It's, I mean, we have some good characters in here. The main problem is that, like, Kefla is a really bad leader, I think. Like, the way Kefla is designed as a character to where, like, she needs all these orbs. It's like, it is cool that she's stacking attack and she gets her defense at the start of turn. But, like, in order for her to be really good, you do need those orbs with her, right? So where she starts getting, like, the high chance to dodge and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Obviously, when she gets to Super Saiyan 2, she just has the defense and the dodge, like, right away. All orbs do is give her an additional super attack. That's good. But I feel like you guys should get what I'm saying. Like, Kefla is just not really great, I would say, as a leader for this specific team. This team needed something a little bit different. I do think Broly, right? Like, if they gave us a Broly that, like, I mean, if he had Saiyan lineage, shocking speed, and prepared for battle, like what is Wrath Broly's links right now? Let me take a look at this, because I believe he does have prepared for battle and shocking speed. Yeah, and he also has Saiyan lineage. Exactly, perfect. So, like, Wrath Broly would be a great, like, you just, you know, drop, like, a summonable LR right now, Wrath Broly, and he's the leader of this team. To me, that changes things quite a bit. Because if he's got prepared for battle, Saiyan lineage, and shocking speed, he works perfectly with the entire team, basically, right? And that would really help it really come together. So, like, if we do get, a summonable Wrath Broly or another Wrath Broly, which I think there's a very good chance, that's what I'm sort of hoping we get from him. Is just like a rapid growth, at least one of the two leader skills for him, I think would be fairly good. I'm probably just going to leave Broly over here, too, I'm thinking. We'll leave Broly and Gohan to sort of play around over here, and I'll probably float the Keflas. Again, by putting Kefla in slot 3, we are able to consistently get her 6 orbs, right? Like, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, or excuse me, Super Saiyan Kefla right here, she is able to hit fairly hard when she gets her 6 key orbs, right? You know, she gets the dodge chance, like, she's good. I actually don't have Kefla at full level 10 links, too. She's one of the more recent Dokkan Fest exclusives I have not grinded. I really should, because she is on a lot of teams, right? Like, she's definitely going to be good on, like, Peppy Gals, you know, but it's like, you know, Universe Survival Saga, she definitely would be good on. Universe 6, she's so important for that category team. See, I really should sort of, like, get her done. And she, you know, she's on Patara, Full Power, Transformation Boost. Like, she really just has so many different teams that she's on. So, like, sort of, like, optimizing her definitely would be a good idea. Now I'll do this right there. And then that will make sure that she gets her orbs and she's able to actually attack. The other thing, too, about Kefla, right? So, you know, the minimum you can get her to Super Saiyan 2 is turn 5. She also does have an HP restriction. I don't like that. I hate that. Like, so the earliest she could become Super Saiyan 2 is turn 5. But they also tagged an HP restriction on there as well for her transforming into Super Saiyan 2. That's very dumb. But, I mean, we are going to go ahead and get the Super Saiyan 2 transformation right here. We also could get the active skill. Oh, is it not? Oh, no, it's next turn. My bad. Silly me. Okay, we'll probably transform with Gohan in a second here. Let's just, for now, continue to sort of move forward. But again, in a second, we will go ahead and transform into Super Saiyan 2, or into Ultimate Gohan. Int Gotenks. Oh, the other thing is that, like, Int Gotenks, once we're able to transform into Super Saiyan 3 Int Gotenks, we're definitely going to want to do that. But with this team I've sort of assembled, I guess we could rock Gotenks and Kefla as a rotation. I probably will do that. Because Int Gotenks he could be incredible, but he's not going to be incredible. He's not going to work as a floating unit. You've got to have Int Gotenks on rotation. Once he becomes Super Saiyan 3. I suppose I could just leave him in Super Saiyan. Like, he's good in his Super Saiyan form, right? His defense typically is very, very high. You know, every time he super attacks, he gets 50% defense, which is very good. So like this it's crazy to me how much better Gotenks is than the Super Buu. Super Buu just like sucks ass in like every way, and like Gotenks is just like super good in like every form. It's just it's weird. It's very weird. Sure. Let's go ahead and pop Kefla's active skill right here. I'll leave this. I'm gonna leave this Kefla on rotation right here. Actually, yeah. You know what? Let's pop her active skill. So you could do this if there is a Pure Saiyan or Universal Survival Saga category enemy once only. She changes physical key spheres to STR key spheres, and then attacks also become super effective against all types. Actually, I think we'll save it for next turn because, like, I would want to make sure. I guess I could have put Kale and Cleef on like slot 1 or something like that. But I sort of like wanted Kefla to be able to show out once we use her active skill. So, I don't know. I guess we'll wait. Maybe I should have used it right here because the other thing, too, is that we really do want to make sure that Gotenks is getting his super attacks in, right? Like, you want to put him slot 1, make sure he gets those super attacks for him to be functioning at his best. By the way, Kefla, the big attack she does where, you know, when UI Goku beats her and he kind of, like, slides across the beam and finishes her off, that attack we don't have in good animations yet. People forget that, but remember, anything released before, like, AGL Metal Cooler and LR Goku and Frieza, like, back in, you know, the September to October range of 2018, anything before that can be replaced. Like, we don't have, like, an LR Super Saiyan 2 Kefla would have that animation, and it would look really, really good, right? Oh, this is funny. Look at this. So, this Piccolo right here is not on the Universal Survival Saga category, and he, of course, is also not a Pure Saiyan, so we can't even use Kefla's ability right here. How funny. Yeah, all right. Next, we probably will use Ultimate Gohan's active skill next turn as well. It's the other thing I like doing with sort of these category showcases right now is getting all these active skills. One thing I will say is that while the rapid growth category is an insult to our intelligence and there's so many characters they left out, the team does work pretty good. And you do have a lot of really good characters for long events. Like, Ultimate Gohan on this category really helps it out, right? Like, Gotenks is good. You know, like, you have LR Kill and Caulifla, who, if it's a long event, LR Kill and Caulifla, they're still probably, like, a top 5 best unit in the game for, like, an event that would go past, like, I don't know, maybe, like, 8 to, like maybe consider, like, turn 8, like, a cutoff or something like that. Like, Kale and Caulifla, like, once you start getting that high, they're just actually invincible, invulnerable, indestructible. Like, you just go through, like, that's what LR Kale and Caulifla are able to get, right? Okay. So, now we will go ahead and utilize our active skill with Gotenks. Let's go ahead and transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Alright, so Gotenks and Kefla should work fairly well together, right? We could sort of leave them as a rotation. Obviously, LR, Kale, and Caulifla at this point, you know, their defense is so high, like, we could just, they're, you know, dodging and stuff like that. Let me see, so Kefla, her defense is only 145. I actually would have expected her defense to be higher. I mean, she is link leveled a bit. Like, it's not like I haven't touched Kefla at all. I mean, she could definitely get some extra stats, but what is her defensive stat? Her defense is high, dude. What? Dude, she has 18,000 attack. Do I have an attack? Okay, I did. Oh, because I have multiple attack equips on her. Okay, I was gonna say, dude, she has 18,000 attack. What the? What the? Oh, wait a minute. What? Yeah, I got a couple of attack equips on her. Okay. I was like, wait, hold on. No, wait, I'm sorry. 18,000? That's very high. Yeah, because her typical attack stat is 17,136, which is still good. So keep in mind, so she does this attack stat, but she does have a guaranteed second super attack with 6 key spheres. But still, it's like, so much of what Kefla wants is that you have, like, the 50% support Kabe with her, right? Like, you have her on rotation, with Kabe, and like these, 2.5 million attack stats become 5 million attack stats, right? And she's doing multiple of them, and she just becomes like so much more impressive looking. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and pop Ultimate Gohan's active skill. We'll look at Kefla's active skill as well, and then we'll probably finish up. The rapid, I mean, again, this team build is working very good. Like it's impossible to take damage. Like we're just absolutely disintegrating everything in front of us. So at least the category, like you could build a very cohesive, very strong team. But many of these characters, like Ultimate Gohan, AGL Gohan, Kale and Caulifla, they're all building up ki as we're moving on, which is making it easier. And then like Gotenks and Kefla, once they're in Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2, they're just giving themselves ki at the start of the turn as well, which is very helpful, things like that.
すごい。素晴らしい救世主を送るのは私に任せてください。うん、バッチリ。ありがとうございます。よし、行くか。
One thing that is going to be very interesting to see that, with a team like this would be like, okay, so we have Tech Ultimate Gohan. What happens when they drop a standalone LR Ultimate Gohan? And then we're also able to run like the EZA for STR Ultimate Gohan. Like if we're rocking like all three of those on the same team, like the same name update for this type of team definitely will be helpful, but it's relying on certain characters like, again, Ultimate Gohan, or I guess maybe Broly, to have like these very, very crazy units. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this turn in. Again, next turn, we'll go ahead and pop Kefla's active skill, see and hear that, and then we'll probably finish up. So let me know what you guys think of the Rapid Growth category team. I mean, it's a bummer because the team is like good, it's solid, but it just definitely could be it could be way better. It could be so much better. Like they could have made this team just like whew, but they're just like, nah, we can't do that. That would have made Kefla a little bit more valuable as well. If like her leader team, because no one runs Kefla, because like Rapid Growth kind of sucks. Universe 6 sucks, so it's like, why are you running her as a leader, right? I mean, again, I do think Kefla works much better as a, like, not having two of her on a team anyway, but you guys get what I'm saying. Alright, so, yeah, let's go ahead and pop our girl Kefla's active skill right here. Let's see her do a whole bunch of damage, and then we will finish up.
あんたは強いけど私の方が超絶強い今度こそあんたを超えてみせる
Another thing I'll say about Kefla's active skill, considering how difficult it is to get, right? Where, like, okay, the earliest you could transform into Super Saiyan 2 is turn 5, and then from that point you have to be fighting a Pure Saiyan or Universal Survival Saga enemy anyway. I feel like her active skill could have been better, because all it does is create STR orbs and allow her to be super effective against all types. Like, it could also give her attack or defense or something, right? I do think she could have gotten a little bit more with her active skill, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, what attack set are we at right here with our girl Kefla? She's at just under 3 million, but again, she gets a massive, like, all of her attack is on super attack. So, like, supports is where she starts to look super, super crazy, right? But, I don't know. It's all right. So, again, let me know what you guys think of the Rapid Growth category team. It's just a shame, because like, this very easily could have been the best category in the game, right? Like, there's a scenario where, like, half of the Gokus and Dragon Ball, like, in the game are on here. Gotenks, Goten, Trunks, a lot of the Vegetas, basically, like, every Gohan. Like, a bunch of Piccolos definitely could have, like, worked for this. Like, you could have gone through and so many characters could have been great for this team, but they went very light on the characters they added here, which is very unfortunate, right? So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.